Prophet Angel told me something that changed my whole life. One day he told me something. He said, one day God will allow you to make such a big mistake so that you know that it's not about you. That hit me so hard. I said, how can a prophet of God tell me this? Why would he say that? I am trying never to make such a mistake or fall in such a sin and thing like that. I was still a young boy then. I thought I understood. I thought I knew. I thought I got it. But boy, was I off. One day, something happened. And if you know prophets have a dangerous temper. It's very difficult for me to get upset is very difficult. I mean, super difficult for me to get upset. But when I'm upset, I am really upset. And I was so angry that I became so angry. And then I had to go and preach. So I came myself down. I said, Aish, the level of anger that I got to today, God will never use me again because of how angry I was. When I went in service that day, I was like, man, how could I mess up like this? How could I allow somebody to get me in this place? That day, I saw the power of God more than I had ever seen in my whole life. There was a woman who had a stroke. She came on a wheelchair, her hand was crooked, her feet were crooked. And I touched her, just touched her while I'm moving. The woman rose up, her hand turned straight, her foot turned straight. She walked out of the place pushing her own wheelchair. I cried that, listen, I cried so much. I cried so much. And that day I understood that God never used me because of what I was doing. He was using me because he simply loves me. And he wanted to do this through me. And it was never about me. It was about his divine plan from the beginning. Listen, I cried more than a girl. It was a baby and a grown man crying together. It was an ugly sight. It was not a pretty sight. You know that cry you cry even at a funeral, you don't cry like it's not everywhere. Like, listen, that day God humbled me. I'm telling you the truth. You know, I come here and I tell you the truth.